We are live.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. You're locked into the TTM podcast.
We are live.
Hey guys, I'm Joe, 1/3 of the Cyber Nerds.
And I'm Raven, your GS.
I'm Sam, Mr. Blitz Tech.
And this is episode 7 TCN podcast, the only place where we can have a podcast and end up throwing DC under the bus. Normal.
Wait a minute.
Normal.
Wait a minute.
Yes.
Firstly,
Yeah.
it's not episode
I was
7.
gonna say.
Is that what I said? 7?
You said
It's
7.
episode 11.
Sorry,
That
it's
back in
11.
time, you know.
I actually thought I said 11, you know. Did I really say 7?
What's wrong with you?
Did I really say 7?
You really did.
That's mad, you know. It's mad because I've just checked as well, like, just to confirm, and I actually said 7.
Oh, you here today?
It just shows, bro. It's a lot been happening, innit?
I told you about drinking tequila at the daytime.
Bro,
fam. Allow
it's
it.
hot.
Wow.
We never get someone like this. England through to the semis, fam. There's a lot going on in life, fam. Wagwan, though. How you man been?
I'm good, innit? You get me? Just keeping this ship afloat still. Get
Ship
me?
afloat.
Making sure the Cyberners are out here alive and that, you get me? That's all I've been doing, you get me?
Alright, cool. Sam, what you saying?
Yeah, I'm good, you know. I'm alright. Enjoying the weather and that. It's real hot. Real hot.
Vacationing and that.
Vacation, certain places you shouldn't be at 6 a.m. in the morning.
Yeah, sometimes it
Under
happens.
certain
It
influences in Dam.
happens.
But yeah, listen, I still want to find out about what happened in Amsterdam for you to be out in, out about at 6
Well,
a.m.
just enjoy the city. It's a really nice city, you know.
But at 6 o'clock in the morning,
Even at 6.
what was you doing at 6 o'clock in the morning? Please do elaborate.
I was coming back from a certain establishment, going back to my hotel. That's about it. Like,
Fam,
I'm not getting into that, fam.
that
Man
sounds
said he was
very,
leaving
very dodge, fam.
a certain establishment.
what? So
In
they
Dam,
bars.
fam.
They bars open at 6.
So why would
Nah,
you
they're
say-
not.
Nah,
There's
fam.
no,
No.
not in Amsterdam.
No.
fam.
There's no bars open at
No, fam.
5:45 a.m. fam.
No.
Me and Joe were in Dam last year and there was no way with
No
that at
single
6
one.
o'clock.
The
in the
only
morning.
thing open at 5:45 a.m. is a brothel, innit? That's all I know.
Whoa,
You get me?
whoa,
Boy.
whoa.
Boy.
I'm right. You know. How do you know about that though?
Them red, what they call red window
Red-
thing. What they
Like
call
district.
Red light
Like,
district. See, look, man's on the
man's
job, fam.
on job, fam. Bad thing. Alright, cool. Look, today, topics for today is we have Nicolas Cage being voice cast for Spider-Man, Noir into the Spider-Verse. We have Netflix trying to suck more money out of people. Don't ask me why. Tom Holland. This actually came out a few weeks ago, but you know what? We ain't had a podcast on this, so we're gonna talk about more Spider-Man in it because I feel that this is gonna be the big year for Spider-Man. So Tom Holland reveals the latest title for his Spider-Man, and what else you have? The Rock. The Rock's been doing the most, fam, for a minute. The Rock's Fast and Furious. Casted someone close to home. We'll disclose that in a minute. And the other topic that kind of been ticking us off, Ant-Man and the Wasp. But we'll let you know why we're so ticked off about that, innit? But other than that, you guys want to say anything before we jump in? Sorry. I know I asked you something, but let me ask another one. Your predictions for England?
It's coming home, bro. There is no other prediction.
Coming home, yeah? Jerry, what are you saying?
Fam. Don't ask me the question, fam.
What are you saying?
Fam.
You have to let the viewers know, fam.
28
One,
years.
one.
If it ain't happening now, when's it ever gonna happen?
I feel like England have a great chance to win the World Cup this year.
So man's keeping it politically correct, yeah?
That's the truth. That I really believe that. I feel like England have an amazing shot. Like I feel like this is the best opportunity England's had to win the World Cup ever, even before '66, fam.
Alright, cool. Alright, now, anything else you guys want to add?
Yes.
Any secret time you want to
Secret.
let us know?
I just had one comment before we start. And
Oh, go on.
maximum effort.
Maximum. Yes. Well, with us, always maximum effort, innit? Beyond that, I don't know, man. We're like 10 years ahead of time, man. So the world's still trying to catch up with the Cybernets. Still. Alright, cool. So, it has been confirmed that Oscar winner Nicolas Cage has been signed to voice Spider-Man Noir in Sony's animated movie Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, which is gonna come out sometime this December.
Yeah.
What are you man saying about that?
Listen, I'm gassed about this, innit?
Why are you gassed about it?
Because Nicolas Cage is one of the best actors in Hollywood, fam.
Right now, today, you are mad, fam. You are mad, fam. You're doing this on purpose, man. You're doing it on purpose, fam. There is no way man's gonna say that with confidence, fam. Shut up, fam. That's not happening here, fam. No way. Listen, I'm running this thing today, yeah. I'm not having that Joe. No way. Keep it correct, fam.
What are you talking about?
Nicolas Cage. Shut up, mad, fam. You are mad, fam.
Nicolas Cage, fam.
Like, can someone go do some research about movies that's been
his last 5.
last 10 years. He's last 10 years making movies, fam. Please name him the movies,
Straight to DVD packages, innit?
Fam, Martin, National Treasure, Ghost Rider, what else?
I don't know, some English night stuff. I've seen some next.
Wasn't he on the Smurfs?
No way.
He must have been on the Smurfs, bruv. And if he wasn't, he should have been there.
So that's how he's getting voice acting now then, because he's on the Smurfs.
That's what I'm saying, bruv. Like, it's just, listen.
That's where his craft is, yeah, because he can't do the big screen anymore, innit? He can't hold the presence. So being behind the character that's animated, you don't know who he actually is. Maybe his voice is what does the job now, innit? Because man can't do the screen no more, innit?
Oh my days! I see Joe. What you saying?
I'm good for.
I
don't know what's going on. What's all this Nicolas Cage hate, fam?
Listen. First things first, yeah. I know I'm killing my guy right now, but the reason why I'm giving this stick here, and I'm not, watering or sugarcoating anything when it comes to Nicolas Cage, because at some point, Nicolas Cage was up there. I do agree. At some point, Nicolas Cage was at the top of the game, Hollywood game, innit? We're talking about
Face Off.
Face Off. I was about to say Two-Face, Face Off. I'm talking about Con Air, yeah? Or Aircon. Con Air or Aircon? I can't remember. That movie banged, bro. That movie's sick. Yeah, and I think if my memory doesn't fail me, the last decent movie he did was Warlord or Lord of War. Which one was it? Like,
firstly, the movie's called Lord of War, innit?
Lord of War.
You are being mad disrespectful right
Go on. Tell me the movies he made.
Lord of War came out in 2005.
Yeah.
Allow it, fam. That word, allow it.
But that's what I'm saying. Give me a movie.
Firstly, let me put a disclaimer out there, yeah, for myself, innit?
Yeah.
I do not think Nicolas Cage is one of the top anything actors working today, yeah.
All right.
But firstly, man, are being mad disrespectful.
Bro, no, man.
Have you watched The Weatherman?
I believe so.
Yeah,
Nicolas Cage movie. That movie bangs. Yeah.
When was that?
That was also 2005, but that came out after Lord of War. Yeah. So, National Treasure came out in 2004, before Lord of War.
Right.
Get me? So let's just to get control of what's going on.
Look at the movies he's making. Right, keep going.
What? I'm just gonna skip 2010. Kick-Ass. Nicolas Cage ain't good in that.
No, it's good.
What? He's not good at Kick-Ass, fam.
He's not. He's just a regular guy, fam.
Bro.
He's not, fam.
He's a regular guy. Your eyes low. The reason your eyes low
why is my eye low?
Because Kick-Ass 2 flopped because Nicolas Cage wasn't in it.
Nah, fam. Nah.
Are you mad?
I'm not. I will not. Listen. At
his character,
point,
Big Daddy.
At this point in his career, I'm not giving that man that much credit, fam. I'm not. Sorry,
Big Daddy carried that whole Kick-Ass movie. Firstly, the first one, yeah. Get me. And in the second one, obviously he dies in the first one. Spoiler alert. But the second one is just lacking someone like that. They try to replace that with Jim Carrey's character, and it's dead, bro. Yeah, and it's dead. And that's why that movie, that whole that trilogy went down the pan, fam. Because of that, fam. So there's that. You get me.
And when did that come out?
What, 10?
Yeah, that came out 2010.
Alright. Because that's the sequel.
No, he's not in the sequel.
Oh yeah,
he's dead.
Do you know
what I'm saying?
Killed man off, innit? Alright, cool. Go on.
At the time, they thought that was a good move to make, innit? But it was wrong. Get me. Then 2013, man was in the Croods, fam. Now, you might not rate the Croods, now.
Oh, the
animated movie.
Caveman thing.
Yeah.
Again, voice acting. That's
Bruv.
where man's staples at. Where's the other? Name other acting chops.
Fam, you're making this easy for me right now.
Man's already went through the tape, fam. Get me.
Man's got straight to DVD movies,
Bruv.
rental movies, there and that.
Bruv, man's like a.
I'm not hating those.
What's that rental place that we used to rent movies at?
Blockbuster.
Blockbuster, bro. That's what he is, fam. Bruv, he's done, bro.
You might be being disrespectful.
I'm not being disrespectful.
You might
fam.
be being disrespectful.
I just think that after he hit that incident with the whole, being filed for bankruptcy and he had to take on crap movies, he just stayed in it. And obviously, to me, man just stayed in there and just to get ones in it. And I understand, obviously, you have to do certain things to, to get past those hard times. But after that, to me, Nicolas Cage never made a comeback, innit?
Bro.
To the person I know he can be, come on, fam.
The reason I
face off, fam.
Nah, I'm disagreeing.
See the man's face, fam.
The reason I disagree, yeah, is because you're making it seem like he had a choice, innit? Man went bankrupt, went and done dead movies to get paid, yeah, and then you're saying he never came back, bruv. You can't come back, fam, because the industries don't want to put you in their movies no more. That's not him, fam. So I stand by it. I still think Nicolas Cage is a good actor, fam. I feel like his circumstance put him in a predicament that he has to deal with.
I feel when you stay at the top as the greatest, you don't have, bruv, because your performance is gonna sell movies, fam. So there's no way someone can just gonna ignore that if you're gonna be able to make millions and millions, hundreds of millions for a company, bruv.
Nah, fam.
You know what I mean?
That's not how Hollywood works, fam.
Bruv, so
it's definitely not how Hollywood works, fam. I even give Nicolas Cage more credit because man's done the last 50 movies he's done are trash and man are still getting roles, fam. That's how you know Nicolas Cage is still a guy, fam.
Bruv.
He's still a guy, fam.
Yeah, but that's one of the problems I have, bruv. To me, it's not because he's a guy, because man's still using that name from back in the day, fam. You know what I'm saying? Like, bruv, no, Joe, like, come on, bruv.
Back in the day,
let the rope go, fam. Let the rope.
There's no
guy
way,
is
fam.
done, fam.
There's no way, bruv. Man's in one of your most anticipated movies of this year. You're saying he's done. Exactly.
Bro, as live action, fam, like that was the thing that pulled me in, like, fam. When the guy was acting, he was a madness, bruv. You know what I mean?
Saying,
after that, bro, I didn't get that character again. And this is what I'm saying about Kick-Ass. He wasn't that guy for me again, bro. He's not someone, bro. You can go watch that movie and you're not gonna feel any type of way about, oh, that guy's performance like he used to deliver, fam. The guy used to deliver, bruv. Come on, bruv.
Fam. It takes one good movie for your acting career to come back, fam. Look at someone like Matthew McConaughey, fam. Man was dead, fam. Dead.
Yeah.
Dead.
Yeah.
Man came back with the reconnaissance, fam. Yeah. What are we saying? So it takes one good, it takes one good movie, innit? And I still think Nicolas Cage is a good actor.
But then what you just said is the reverse of what happened. Man was good, he's dead now.
No, because
next guy was dead, he's good now.
No, McConaughey was good, went dead, and made a comeback. That's
he
why
made a comeback.
That's why it's a comeback.
Yeah, but as Nicolas Cage made a comeback so far. To me,
man's making a comeback right now, fam. 2018, this is the year, fam.
Oh, he's also in another movie this year as well, isn't he?
He's also in the Teen Titans animated movie voicing. He's in a couple movies.
Because he always had that voice, like that's one thing you cannot take away from the guy, is that he always had that voice. But that was also part of his delivery, along with the way man acted. You know what I'm saying? So obviously, I guess he's still got the voice in it for him to come back as Spider-Man Noir.
Bro, he's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 movies coming out this year, and only 2 of them are voice acting, yeah? The next year after that, 2019, he's got 5 movies coming out. He's only voice acting in 1 of them.
What's the movies that is in?
This year?
Yeah.
I don't know, some of these might have even come out already. Mandy, Looking Glass, The Humanity Bureau, 211, Teen Titans Go, Between Worlds, and then Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. So,
out of all of those, how many of you guys heard about those movies? I think I heard about that Mandy movie.
Yeah, Mandy, yeah. Someone told us about that.
Yeah, I think someone, I'm not sure if I saw in cinemas or someone told us about it.
Mandy's the only one I've heard about coming up, but Mandy's the first one on the list, so that's probably the first one getting announced. You don't know if the others have even got trailers out yet.
Oh, you mean the action ones only?
I'm talking about the other ones, you know. Obviously, something like Teen Titans and Spider-Man's, they're quote-unquote big blockbuster movies. Their trailer's going to be out way ahead of time, isn't it?
Alright, cool. And what's for next year? Have they got the titles yet?
Running with the Devil, Primal, Score to Settle, Prisoners of the Ghostlands, and Kill Chain.
All right, cool. I guess we just have to wait.
And 2020, The Croods 2.
Guys, look. Let us know what you think about Nicolas Cage. Is he still relevant? Is he dead? Is he done, dusted? Is he a dinosaur? You man, let us know, innit? Like, because right now, obviously, there's a big disagreement. But that is that. Moving on to the next.
Nicolas Cage for President 2020.
Here we go.
Shout
Here
me.
we go. Here we go.
Ronnie Kanye.
I'd rather The Rock, but there we go.
The Rock's making too much money, fam.
Yeah.
Or like Trump.
Fam. Trump is back. That guy ain't got no money, bro.
What's money got to do with anything?
The Rock's making too much money making movies to be out here trying to run around as the president. Get me?
Mad. Alright, cool. On to the next one. Netflix trying to do the most. So, it's been put out there that Netflix, one, has decided to remove all user reviews, and they're also introducing a high-end streaming plan called Ultra. Now, my first question to you, man, is: have you guys ever used the rating? As in, like, you rating and you also using that rate to tell you whether you should watch this movie or not.
See, first, obviously, when we first brought this up, I thought they was talking about the thumbs up and the thumbs down that is on, like, the app.
On the app, yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? But that's not actually what they're talking about.
Right.
They're talking about the actual user review where you can type up a review on the actual Netflix if you go onto it on the desktop.
On the website, yep.
Yeah, so I don't even think I've ever logged into Netflix on a laptop before. So, yeah, that's mad. But with the thumbs up and thumbs down thing, I do look at that before, sometimes before deciding a movie.
Okay.
It doesn't always...
And how many times you saw a movie that was pretty good and it kind of had, like, low rating?
That happens pretty often.
Right.
Do you know what I'm saying? That happens pretty often on Netflix.
Which raises the question, like, how consistent are these ratings to actually tell someone if this is a good movie or not?
See, I feel like that's a whole other issue with just reviewing in general, isn't it? Because if you go to Rotten Tomatoes, they've got, I don't know, The Last Jedi rated at 91%.
Right.
And they've got Man of Steel rated at 56, innit? That is blatantly wrong. Do you know what I'm saying? So, whenever I go to any kind of reviewing system, you always have to take it with a grain of salt from the people who have reviewed it, innit? Are these my kind of people? Do they watch the kind of movies that I watch? Do they like the things that I kind of like? Do you know what I'm saying? So, and then obviously when you got audience ratings, it's even worse because certain man will go on there and click thumbs down, they ain't watch the movie. Do you know what I'm saying? Just because they don't like Chris Hemsworth's face or something.
Is that what people are doing?
Bro, have you not heard, bro? IMDb, fam. It's mad, bro. I think there was a movie that, I think The Last Jedi, it might have been The Last Jedi. It had 1,000 downvotes before the what? Was
it Metacritic? I think people do that on Metacritic.
Oh, see, something. Yeah. One of them systems. It had 1,000 downvotes before the movie had come out yet. Do you know what I'm saying? And that they're doing petitions. You know, these man love a petition these days, isn't it? Oh, they're doing petitions and boycott this, boycott that, fam. So get me. You gotta be.
But how is that? See, I don't get it. So say, you know, I'm Metacritic. How am I allowing that to happen? That should not be happening. Like, how can there be 1,000 thumbs down before the movie's out?
Fam, because that is what it's an audience score, fam. Like, basic. I know what you're saying. Like, Metacritic. Yeah, I know. Shut the thing off.
Like, you shouldn't be able to
before
review it before the movie comes out.
Yeah, but fam, we've got a website. You know what I'm saying? You know the kind of upkeep it takes to do that. Just to have one person, it's gonna be pretty tedious to tick this, bruv. You put the thing out. Audiences do what audiences do, innit? You know what I'm saying? And if you're going to Metacritic, looking at the audience score to whether you should go watch the movie, what does that say about you as just a user, a review user in general, innit? Like, get me?
I tend to look at both. So I tend to look at what the critics are saying and what the public is saying. So if there's like a split down the middle, then I'm like, no one knows what they're talking about, innit? Because I don't know how the critics are saying this is pants, and then the people who are gonna watch the movie and enjoyed it are saying it's good. It happens on the regular, but when like one is saying it's rubbish and the other one's saying it's rubbish as well, then obviously you kind of know that there's not going to be a good movie. If both saying it's good, then, you know, again, you take it with a grain of salt. But then it's split down by genres, it's split down by this and that and the other, so...
Yeah,
like, but ratings are just...
But with that, alright, cool, Sam. Alright, so you just said that, yeah. Now, a few weeks ago, we had people telling us on our channel, go watch Hereditary, yeah?
Yeah.
Great, amazing. When we got to Cineworld,
Right.
the billboards, the posters, 5 stars, amazing,
There you go.
thriller of the year. When you got there, is that what you got?
No.
But both of them were agreeing on the same thing. But when you went to watch it, it wasn't the case.
Bro, selected did it. Like, I'm guessing those people like horror movies. So when they went to go see it, and it's like this year's, whatever the best movie was 10 years ago, those guys are like, yeah, this is like our generation reborn. But when I go and see the movie, like, yeah, it didn't really do it for me, kind of thing. Innit?
Yeah, but how do you then you? Because you said sometimes if you see that both are agreeing on something, then you'll be like, oh, alright, cool. Like then I guess everybody knows what they're talking about.
Again,
but in this instance, no one knew what the hell they were talking
that's
about.
not like. So then, like, maybe those people just like horror, isn't it? So maybe I'm not your avid horror fan. So when I go see it, I'm expecting certain stuff from horror movies.
Right.
So when I go and see it and it's not what I expected, I'm gonna be a bit disappointed. So when I go see something like says it's horror, and you go see something like I think it's Halloween that's coming like this year, and it actually atones to actual horror movies, and you're like, this is what I expected, and I got what I wanted.
Yeah, but see, with that, yeah, like I'm not gonna claim to be the biggest horror movie, fan or anything like that. But to me, when it comes to movies, I don't care where it is.
That's it.
It's just gotta be a good story, well delivered. Keeps me on the edge. Keeps me captivated. Interested in the story, and we just go for it. I don't care what it is, whether it's a Disney sing along, whether it's a horror movie. You know what I mean? So like that movie just straight up not good, man. Like, fam, it's
so that's what I mean. So, like, there's boxes you go and see when you go see a movie, innit?
Right.
Like you said, it had to be action-wise, story-wise, script-wise, cinematography, directing, this, that, and the other. So, as soon as those things start falling off, so does the movie, right?
Right.
I don't know what else to say.
Man, look, there's a lot of good movies on Netflix that's got a lot of thumbs down, man. And I kind of guess that can be... It does, you know what, to be honest, like, for example, there's a couple, like, movies, I guess you could say... the general audience that captivates more is for black people. Obviously, Jim and Timmy might not be into that kind of movie because obviously it doesn't do anything for them. So obviously to them. But then why are you giving the thumbs down? You know what I mean? Like, are you actually watching? My question is, are you actually watching it?
See, look,
or you just seen Snoop Dogg or something? You're like,
nah, see, I disagree with you there, innit? Do you know what I'm saying? Because I feel like, let's say, I don't know, Black Panther, yeah?
Right.
Let's just say, like, lots of people see it, and they're like, lots of quote-unquote black people see it, and they're like, oh, 10 out of 10. Yeah. Do you know what I'm saying? I don't like that because, fam,
I don't like that either.
The movie's not a 10 out of 10.
Right.
But then let's say someone else, someone who's not black or whatever, or
same ethnicity.
Yeah, same ethnicity, watches the movie, and they're like, oh, this is garbage. Right. 0. Do you know what I'm saying? I don't like either of those, innit? Yeah. Because you're not actually watching the movie and judging the movie, innit? Like, if a movie's not for you, I'm cool with you giving it a rating that is low. Yeah? Like, oh, this movie's not for me, I don't really like it, I'm going to give this...
Which is fair.
Yeah, but it's not a bad movie, I'm going to give this a 2. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm cool with that. I'm not cool with you going crazy in it and just being like, oh, this is garbage because it doesn't speak to you. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like there's a very thin line, and this is why not everyone's a critic. Do you know what I'm saying?
True. People get emotionally attached.
So there's that, bro. But listen, man. Listen. If I'm gonna read an audience, I look at audience scores like Sam, yeah. But when it comes to audience stuff, I like to read the reviews in it to see what this person's saying, how they articulate themselves, and if they actually know what they're talking. Not like this is the worst Star Wars movie ever. Exactly. Like if that's your review, allow it, innit? Don't bother writing something, innit? If you're gonna write, Rian Johnson's direction was poor, I thought that he missed this, and the essence of blah, blah, blah. I mean, I understand, you've articulated well, I can take that into consideration, innit? That's what I do. But obviously, you get certified critics who are just as mad as some audience members.
Hey, buddy.
Get me.
Mad. I'm pretty sure some of them on a payroll, innit?
Listen, look, the best way to get the most certified reviews is go to the cybernerds.com and check out the reviews there.
Tell them.
Just do that, and you can leave your own user review as well.
True. You can also do that. So you know. Cool. Now the other part of this is the high-end streaming Ultra. Now, Me personally, I come to Netflix to watch their Netflix based series. You've got the superhero series. Personally, I don't really care about how HD as you are, because I got my Blu-rays. If a movie is great, I got the Blu-rays. You know what I'm saying? So where are these HD? Is it just okay? Which are we getting more than just a HD, or you're just trying to suck money out, man? Because now you're losing a bit of clientele, because now everybody else is starting up their own streaming service as well.
I think it's a bit of both, because you do get those people out there who are a fanatic about picture quality, innit?
Oh yeah, absolutely,
you've got people
man.
out there who buy all the 4K-ness, 4K TV, 4K Blu-rays,
Yep.
4K devices.
We are living in that era, yeah.
Exactly, and they love to see pixel for pixel, innit?
Yeah.
And then there's people out there like, I just want you to watch a movie. As long as it's not below SD, then I'm alright, kind of thing. So it will cater to two people, but me, I'm in between. Like, as long as my picture doesn't look crummy, I'm good. But this ultra high pixel nonsense you're trying to push because TVs are selling out cakes right now and what's this and the other, like, I'm not falling for that trap, because unless my stuff starts breaking and it's the necessary stuff, I'm good.
Listen, I disagree with both of you, man. This is a good move for Netflix, isn't it? Netflix are looking at the market. These 4K TVs are out. UHD, HDR. We need to cater to these man who are going to get this stuff. Do you know what I'm saying? And like Sam's saying, there's people out there who have got these things. Do you know what I'm saying? And what's one of my issues? I just bought a 4K TV. Yeah, my PS3 and my PS4 don't play in 4K.
Yeah,
do you know what I'm
because
saying?
they were made at the time where that didn't exist.
That's cool, isn't it?
Yeah.
So maybe I should be thinking about, maybe if I upgrade my Netflix, some of the movies that I've got on Blu-ray that I can't watch through my systems, I can now watch. Do you know what I'm saying? It's only an extra £3 a month. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like if you're what about the scenario of you don't collect Blu-rays and Netflix is your main source of watching movies? Extra £3 a month probably won't bun you to be watching everything in to then maximize the extra £200 you spent on that TV. Do you get what I'm saying?
But then my question with that, is, do you need the internet connection to go with that?
You do.
Bro,
Cover how you do.
And this is my next. Bro, this is an easy fix.
I know it's easy
because
fix,
if you've got a 4K TV, you better have the best internet quality anyway.
This is where prices accumulate.
Yeah,
but
that's what
it's a madness, man.
Bro,
It's a madness.
This is the thing with pricing tiers. It's not for everyone, and they're saying premium. If you can't afford the premium, stay on your basic package. That's calm. We don't want you, man. We want the people who can afford it, innit? Like, Netflix doesn't send out a memo saying, yo, go broke for us, do they?
If you can leg.
It's in the small print, innit?
If you can afford it, buy it, innit? If you're gonna put your family bankrupt for Ultra HD Netflix, you're an idiot. You're an idiot. Do you know what I'm saying? So, bruv, I think it's a good idea. They're making the most of it, fam. And all these other new streaming services, if you think they're not gonna have similar things, it's mad. Netflix doing this.
This is all
To be honest, I expect their stuff to be already HDizzle.
See, this is where you're wrong. Right. And this is why Netflix is ahead of the game. Netflix is out now and is the leader in streaming, yeah?
Right.
So they're like, if we bring out this premium thing now, I bet you every other streaming systems now is like, we need a premium package as well. And what Netflix is doing is, they've already got the market like cornered, numbers-wise. Now everyone else starts bringing out premium packages, we're like, I might as well just upgrade my Netflix instead of jumping off this and going to go and get their premium package, fam. Yeah. This is just smart. This is smart business, fam.
Yeah, but if I'm coming new in the game, I'm giving you that HDs already, fam. Because I'm coming in to think about it. I'm coming into the scene to compete with you. You already got the market, like you said, yeah? So why am I going to bring something when, like you said, you can just upgrade? Fam,
because it's inevitable. Yeah, you can come in with your free, I'm giving you UHD or all 4K for free, yeah? 2 years from now, you're going to up it and you're going to get a premium package because that's how the market goes, isn't it? Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely.
That's what's going to happen, isn't it?
But
and that's what I'm saying. That's on consumers as well, isn't it? Like, if you're silly enough, like, cheapest ain't always best, innit? Do you know what I'm saying? So,
true.
As a consumer, that's up to you. These men are going to save me £4. These men might not have the stuff Netflix has got, innit? Get me? That's up to them, innit?
Like you said, it's up to the consumer because if you're consumer savvy, you should know most of your devices will upscale to 4K. Then, like you could get the package and be streaming for 4K, but if your PS4 Pro or your TV can upscale that stuff, there's gonna be no difference apart from. Oh, actually, no difference. Actually,
There's a difference in it.
Oh,
Upscaling and having
be a difference.
There's a difference.
There'll be a difference, but that's what I mean. Some people won't be able to tell the difference.
You won't be able to tell the
Yeah,
difference.
you know,
Some
and
people won't.
that's
That's
what
what's
I'm saying.
crazy.
Like, bro, for the people who can tell the difference, get the thing.
That's it, exactly.
And that's what I said. It depends on what kind of consumer. If you're
But
just one of
then,
the people,
how much value are you giving us?
You know what I'm
saying? Like, bruv, like you gotta, you'll get more ones, but overall the value, are you really adding? Or you just,
That's what I mean. Like, you really be like, yeah, it's worth the £2 extra for that extra pixel.
The
dark
treasure
blacks,
is in the eye of the beholder, fam. If I look at my TV every day and I'm like, yes, this is 4K, this is what I want, don't tell me nothing, innit? You know what I'm saying? Because I like going home and watching my TV and being like, this looks mad. You get me? Then I go to other people's houses and I'm like, what's wrong with your screen? Do you know what I'm saying? I like that feeling, innit? Get me?
This is Kanan Jarrus, Jedi Knight, and if you can hear this message, then you've found the cyber nerds. May the Force be with you.
Now, I feel like this is the year for Spider-Man, and we're jumping back to the Spider-Man topic, and this time Tom Holland a few weeks. Can we say a few weeks?
It was like 2 weeks.
2 weeks ago, revealed the title, Spider-Man Far From Home. All right, so this is what is this? This is the next Spider-Man who will be coming after the Avengers 4. So, interesting title. Our first one we had was Homecoming. Now it's Far From Home. What do you guys make of that?
You want to go first, man? You know what I mean? I'm going to start budding out bare theories.
No, this guy's already like
I think since last week he's been on one, innit? So
too much for Joe, but
it might be the heat. Might be the heat, man.
Might be, you know.
Might be the heat.
Onto something there.
Some substances. For sure.
It could mean a lot of things. Obviously, like if they're still trying to go with the whole school theme, maybe now it's like he's going on like a school trip with obviously like people and whatever. It could mean possibly after Avengers. We don't exactly know what's going to happen, but maybe something has happened that he's not exactly in the same realm anymore. So he's not exactly on Earth, so to speak. That he's far from home. I don't know. Like I don't like to speculate too much, but. Even Avengers 4's got their own title now. Even that sounds kind of deep. But
fam, like what?
Firstly, that Avengers 4 title was not confirmed.
Yeah,
that's why I didn't say it. That's why I was
not confirmed.
It sounds deep, but still.
I don't think that's going to be the title of Avengers. Do you get what I'm saying?
What title?
Endgame.
Endgame. Yeah, that people. I can't remember who was on Twitter, but it was killing him, man. Like you man, that idiots, man.
No, see, look, listen. Let's talk about this Endgame thing real quick.
Right.
Why did you put this on the thing, man?
On what?
On the list, fam.
Bro, we're talking about it right now, bro.
Right, so anyway, yeah.
Cybernetics, fam. You talk about something,
So
bring something else on.
Endgame, I like the title.
Right.
I don't think that's what it would be.
Okay.
The movie would be called. The reason I like the title is because Avengers 4 is literally the end
of those guys.
Of that, not those guys.
Not those guys, but
of that. Do you know what I'm saying?
That generation.
That saga, yes. That first 10 years, I'm just gonna say that first 10 years ends with Avengers 4 in it. So it being called Endgame, and we know that from everything that happened with Doctor Strange on is literally in sports the end game in it, crunch time. So I actually like that concept in it, but I just don't think the movie would be called that in it.
Alright, cool.
But my Spider-Man thing in it. We were talking about Spider. Or did you want to say something about Avengers?
No, I was just gonna say something about Avengers because obviously you touched on the Avengers, and no, but I want to hear yours first.
Alright, so yeah, it's pretty much what Sam said, isn't it? We don't know where Spider-Man's at the end of Avengers, so he could literally be on another planet. What I don't think will happen because it's Spider-Man 2, innit? And even though we've followed him literally to another planet and potentially back in Avengers 3 and 4, I feel like they're gonna try and do the same thing that they did with Homecoming and make it kind of a smaller story, bigger than Homecoming, but still small. But one thing I would say is that they was very on the nose with the Homecoming name. Like, it's called Homecoming. It's got the Homecoming dance in the movie. So when they say Far From Home, I feel like they mean literally far from home. Like, maybe it's not in New York.
Right.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like, and one of my issues with the whole Avengers thing and where I feel like they need to move to right now is that we've got too many heroes in New York. So what about Peter being in San Francisco? Do you know what I'm saying? Or Chicago or something like that. And he's literally, quote, far from home. Do you know what I'm saying?
Do we know of, I don't know, but is there any particular point where Peter's not in New York? Have you guys read any?
I mean,
he's not around.
I know they had a run of Scarlet Spider recently where Kane moved to Texas.
Right.
And he was like, I know it's different, isn't it? And he was doing the Spider-Man thing in Texas. You know what I'm saying? But like, that was Kane, obviously.
Is Miles as well from New York? And why? I started reading him, but the run just kind of shifted, so I stopped reading it. But I don't remember.
I'm pretty sure Miles Morales is from New York.
I don't remember. It could be since it's half, isn't it? So could be.
But yeah, so that's what I think.
Well, one thing I did think of is that with the whole, because obviously he was part of the team that disappeared. What if this is this could be far-fetched, but what if this is a way to plug him into a different Spider-Man, different sector?
See, I like the idea, but I just don't think it will happen. And like I'm saying, because it's still Tom Holland's Spider-Man, Avengers is already taking him off-road and brought him back. I feel like they need to get back to some sort of normalcy with the whole Spider-Man thing. And we've already been hearing about Mysterio, isn't it? So if Mysterio's in the movie, it's probably going to be based in real world. But like Sam's idea of them going, they went on a school trip in the first one. That's why I would be like,
that was Washington. They went
to Washington. They went to Washington. That's why I would say they're not going to go on a school trip this time. I think it'll be something else that takes him away. You know what I'm saying? Like, to another city. But I definitely feel like it's gonna be here.
I think I would, and maybe because I'm right now I'm reading the Spider-Verse. I think it'd be pretty cool if they had that. So like Homecoming, then you get shifted to a different world, and you're trying to come back. So by the time he gets back to Earth, the whole Avengers are done, like, and he just comes in and is like, yo, like, where's the team? Where's Tony? Where's all these guys? And they're all just gone. So now he's like he's back in his world, but it's a different world.
See, like, that would be interesting, yeah, but I feel like then it would have to be a prequel to Avengers 4 where he is in that time frame in between where he's disappeared and it hasn't been resolved yet.
Right.
Like, if they firstly, I think if Marvel did that, it'd be nuts because that would like still be part of Phase 3,
right?
Even though it's coming out in Phase 4.
Right.
Do you know what I'm saying? And that's not crazy. In fact, no, Captain Marvel comes out before Avengers 4 anyway. But so if they put it in there, then I would back a story like you're saying in it, where he could just be the only hero in a universe, innit? But then it's like, then it's still tied to Avengers 4. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean,
I feel like they're trying to progress past that.
Yeah,
after Avengers
you can
4.
progress for that. Obviously, like, I mean, to us, we'd be like, oh, he's just home now, and he's like, and that's the end of the movie. And it's like, yo, what happened? Like, it's like, where you been, sort of thing. You know what I mean? So, and to me, I think that'll be. I mean, I get what you're saying. They're trying to move on, but that's just him. That's not the whole, franchise. That's just him, like, catching up to events that he wasn't there. And then from there, you can tell other stories. Maybe finish off, with the third movie or fourth, wherever they're going with it.
Yeah, but what would also be interesting as well is like, Far From Home could be referring to he just got made in Avengers 3. Then maybe we lose the Avengers in Avengers 4. So Far From Home could be meaning the Avengers. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, he doesn't have that home, that family anymore. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it's isolated Spider-Man. Do you know what I'm saying?
Could be,
You know what I'm saying? So it could be that, like. Yeah.
But any other thoughts on where we can go with this new Spider-Man? Because I feel it's just like it's a brand new day for Marvel, movies. and I feel like we have so much potential, so many things, so many directions we can go with this Spider-Man. Is there any other story we'd be like, oh, maybe this would be cool to do it this way?
Okay, I want in Avengers 4, when they come back, I want the symbiote, that planet that they was on, Titan or whatever. So between then and getting home, obviously the Venom movie. I don't know if Venom's really planning into the MCU, but I want that connection in it. I want the asteroid that hit Earth with the Venom symbiote, or however it got to Earth, was it because of Thanos and them lot. So the symbiote's here, but I don't want that to come into Spider-Man until the end of number 3 to set up the next trilogy of a little bit older Peter Parker. Like while he's still in high school, I want him to be a high school kid. I want him to fight Mysterio and the Sinister Six. I was going to say Rey Mysterio, rest in peace. But in Avengers, like in Spider-Man 4, I'd like, because Tom Holland's going to be a bit older, isn't it? You know what I'm saying? He's going to be like 24.
And I think that's the good thing about him being so young right now.
I want that older Peter Parker to have the symbiote and use it like that, not kid. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, not kiddish. Yeah. I mean, like I said, I think this is one of the things that grasps me about this Spider-Man, that we having him so young, so we can have like, because you know Spider-Man is like, at times he's like his worst enemy, because the way he just goes on about stuff. So you can have this young Spider-Man, and it's the fun side. That maybe when you get the next trilogy, it's just like, you know, when you're an adult, you make mad mistakes and you're trying to do too much and things just spiral out of control, like, you know what I mean? So that's why I see it like there's so much potential with this character and where we can go with him, and the amount of stories we can tell with this guy as well. But that's pretty much.
What I think about like Spider-Man. Like currently, obviously, he's quite still young, so I wanted to still be that street level to a certain point. Like I don't want him facing like a city like disaster.
Keep it fun right now. Keep it fun right now.
Yeah, because that's kind of like you're a youngster and you're making some like next challenges for him. I think that's a bit too much. But like you said, if he was to do this trilogy, keep it street level, and then make him an adult, like I still want to see that kind of responsibility where he's trying to be an adult. You know, he's trying to look after his, like almost like the old Spider-Man that we got. And obviously not to that extent with Tobey Maguire, but obviously he's struggling with day-to-day stuff, and then also struggling to be like Spider-Man at the same time, and like try and, you know, not be dark, but, you know, kind of grounded, but it's not grounded anymore, kind of thing. So.
Alright, well, another thing is that's been said that Benedict Cumberbatch, Doctor Strange, will not have a role in this movie as well. Now, from the past, them two been very, very close. I mean, even giving interviews, you know what I mean? Benedict is always next to him, you know, trying to like, yo, not say this, you know, not say that, you know, it stops him from revealing stuff. So, again, like, obviously, these are, I found that these would be two cool characters to go off with, but he's not there as well. So, his whole role with Iron Man as well. Like, are we gonna get that? Is he gonna take over Iron Man? You know, these are questions that I guess man is gonna have to wait and see. Anything? Do you guys think will be anything tied up with Captain Marvel?
No, I don't think so. I think it'll be like again, like Captain Marvel was off-world, isn't it? So I don't think we'll see.
Yeah, but if he's off-world, she's off-world, but then he's far from home.
So she's gonna be in 3 movies next year.
I'm just being a fan right now. No. I'm just being a fan, bro. I'm just being a fan.
She can start in 3 movies next year. Bro, I want to see Nova.
2018.
If he's gonna be far from home, better just bring Nova.
Listen, I want Spider-Man on Earth, and Captain Marvel needs to stay away from Spider-Man. Bro, she only got 2 movies in a year, fam. You get me? Like they're just doing the same thing they done with Black Panther with her, innit? Like allow it. Like she gets her own movie, then she features big in the Avengers movie. Then relax. That's it. Ooh. Get your next movie.
Guys, let us know what you want Spider-Man, innit? Like, where do you want to see him on? Earth, New York, Washington, off Earth, Chicago, London.
Oh, I was about to say that.
Let him come to London.
Yeah.
That's
pretty cool.
That's actually pretty cool, fam.
You know what? Yeah, he has come to London before, and he's gone to Moscow before as well.
Oh yeah, he went to Moscow for fame.
Yeah.
What was he doing in London? London for what?
cannot remember. I'm pretty sure he was like on the Big Ben at some point. And this might have been in an animated series. Someone jump in the comments and let us know. But I'm pretty sure that happened.
Big Ben? I don't remember that.
Because you don't even watch these things, fam.
I know.
You don't remember Iron Man 1, fam.
There's a high-pitched bell. Maybe that's got to play with some kind of symbiote kind of stuff. I'm just saying.
This is a lot happening over here in the HQ for me to remember everything in life, fam. You get me?
How do you not remember the granddaddy of Marvel movies, though?
Granddad, fam.
The one that kicked everything off.
The Godfather, fam.
Godfather, fam.
It's Iron Man, fam. It started everything, fam.
Wow. You guys just want to throw everything at this man, huh?
This is the reason why he gets the most screen time in almost every Avengers movie.
I'm pretty aware of that, fam. I'm aware of that, fam. Man chasing this boy like...
He's the reason why we got Avengers in April, isn't it?
I know, bro.
Man said move that from May to April, ASAP.
Listen, I'm not gonna sit and argue with facts, innit? I'm just saying you man just throwing these names like, you know, like man's lose or something, but boy.
Iron Man is the Godfather of the MCU, fam.
That sounds better. Fam.
That's what I said.
That sounds better. I didn't hear that, innit? Like, but boy.
Jeez.
Alright, cool. Now off to the next segment, which we have a fan here, Sam.
Yo,
Fast and Furious.
Yeah.
Spinoff. The Rock.
Day one.
Idris Elba.
Shut your goddamn mouth.
Alright, cool. So it's been reported that Idris Elba is in the final negotiation to play the main villain for the Fast and the Furious spin-off Hobbs and Shaw. Let's start off with The Rock. What you gotta say about this man?
He's on fire, isn't it? Like,
man's not on fire. Man, he's fire, fam. He's the element of fire. Man is the element of fire, fam. You know what I'm saying? Like,
woo! Man said he's the element of fire. Jeez.
Bruh. Okay. The Rock, the element of fire. I thought it was the element of the Rock, but maybe not. He might have to change his name.
But we know, like when you open up, you know how Rock's formed, right? Like, you know, lava with thing. That's who he is, fam. You know what I'm saying? Man was made out of lava, fam. You know what I'm saying? When it came to Earth, just became the Rock, fam. That's how man got made.
So this unstoppable dude right now, gonna get his own spin-off.
No spun, yeah. No pun on that. Alright, cool. Carry on, sorry, man. I'm just having fun with this right now, man.
It's cool. It's going to get his own spin-off from the Fast and Furious franchise. So, obviously, it's at number 8 from the Fast and Furious. For me, it's kind of getting a bit old right now. Like, I don't know how they can still do the series because it went from, obviously, street racing to heists to... the
missions for the government.
That's it. And it was almost like, guys, like, I know you want to do 10, but the last 2, I have no clue what they can do, but...
Was it 10 that they wanted to do 10?
They're looking to do 10. Boy.
Isn't that a random number to...
I don't know, like, they went to, I think...
Like a 10 box set, like 10 acts. Like,
that's it.
It's 10.
I know, like, I don't know. Like, I know they got to, like, 5 or 6, and then obviously, I think they wanted to do more stuff with Paul Walker. That happened, so they were like, let's just finish it off. Let's go to 10, and then we're going to do that.
How many are they on right now? 8?
At number 8, yeah. 8? So, number 8 for me was a bit average. It was a good time, popcorn flick, you know what I mean. But
I don't know what you mean. I don't know. Until this day, I don't know what popcorn flick is, fam.
Just enjoyable time. You just go watch the movie. You don't care about the sounds. You eat your popcorn.
The man were fighting submarines and.
That's what I mean. Like, what are they doing?
And that last end bit with the explosion, I said, man's a superhero out here, fam. Real life.
Man was describing all the genres that Fast and the Furious went through, but man missed out the superhero part.
Let's get to that, innit? Like,
man threw man off a car. He landed on another car, fam. What?
Yeah.
No.
Which one is it that he's fighting Hobbs for the first time and I think he
throws a grenade or something.
Throws a grenade and he just shields him with the girl
and jumps out the window or something.
I think that's 6 you're talking about, but he fights Hobbs for the first time in number 5, I think. When they were in Rio de Janeiro, they're running from him and all that. Yeah, that's what I mean, is that the whole movie thing is a madness. At this point, it's just too much. But this spin-off I'm looking to see because obviously the relationship between Hobb and, what's his name again? Saw, yeah. So these two, obviously they like each other, but they don't like each other at the same time. So
it's just testosterone, isn't it?
That's it. Like,
this movie's going to be garbage.
Oh, here we go.
This movie's going to be garbage like the last 4 Fast and the Furious.
It's going to be a good time, man. It's going to be a good time.
This movie's gonna be garbage. Do you know what's bad about this movie is that they're dragging Idris into
Oh,
this shit.
here we go.
Wow.
Idris, look, man loves Idris from the ends and that. Shout out to the man then, yeah. But fam, you gotta be careful, innit? Man just done the Dark Tower. That movie's trash. Get me.
Did any of you? I didn't get to watch that.
I didn't get to watch it either.
That movie's trash. I don't even know how they got Matthew McConaughey in that thing as well. That is garbage. Now this movie, yeah, obviously is gonna blow the doors off the box office
as usual.
Straight.
Yep.
Straight like that. But it's gonna be garbage as well. It's gonna be one of the movies
But The Rock is
Sam has already referred to as a popcorn flick.
Yeah, but The Rock is at the front of this whole thing, bro. It's no longer Vin Diesel and those guys. It's The Rock. So I'm pretty sure they made the decision after the whole feud with Tyrese when my man went, hey, you man, I miss me or them. And
Obviously, it's David.
And then I don't know, no, it was me or him, and then he just I don't know.
I don't know what you thought was going to happen. Like,
I don't
seriously,
know.
Tyrese, like, do you think you could go up against The Rock?
You know what? Yeah, in his mind, to be honest, in all fairness, in his mind, my guy was probably still thinking of 2002, innit?
Hey!
When R&B was top of the game, bruv, and fam, it's not happening in 2018.
Well, when he headlined Too Fast, Too Furious,
Yeah,
all the way back then.
The thing what I do think is smart about Fast and the Furious franchises. This is a good way to go in it because obviously with the Fast and the Furious, it's just like it's gonna get boring soon, innit?
It's got boring.
It's got boring.
I'm not even talking about the movies. I'm just talking about hearing the name. Like, there's another Fast and the Furious. Like when you get to there's another one. When people talk about the movies like that, there's another one. You know you've gone too far in it. So making this movie, and this is why this movie's not called the Fast and the Furious Hobbs and Show or whatever it's called. You know what I'm saying? That's the best way to do it. Like you kind of rebrand it, but it's the same thing. You know, and maybe they'll squeeze 2 movies or 3 movies out of this, fam.
But do we know what the I guess they haven't reported yet what this gonna be called?
I thought it was gonna be called Hobbs and.
I thought Hobbs and Shaw, yeah.
So it's gonna be actually still gonna be Fast and Furious Hobbs and
No, it's not.
Just Hobbs and Shaw.
It's just Hobbs and Shaw. That's what, bruv. All you need is The Rock's face to sell the movie. Fam.
No, I'm not.
Man, about to go watch Skyscraper because of The Rock, fam. That movie looks like.
This first things first, yeah. Listen, let me stop you there. I'm not going. I'll never do that, innit? I'll never do that. I'm going there because of patrons, fam. You see me? Like, come on, fam.
Smokes.
Have a bit more respect for yourself, innit? Like, man's going to watch because it's The Rock, fam. But like, the madness.
You bought the tickets, fam. I was gonna skip that one.
I have no choice in it. I mean, the patrons request, I just got to deliver. And that's
patrons, you man need to start requesting who you want to go watch these movies, innit, fam? Because, bruv,
hey.
I can't be watching these dead movies all the time, fam. You know what I'm saying, bruv? I feel like it's for like you man maybe watch Jurassic World, fam. 2. That was painful, fam.
Is that not painful?
That movie's dead, man.
Is that painful?
Movie's dead.
Did we go together? Did all 3 of us go together?
No, I went a separate time.
Sam stays on this solo thing, fam.
Sam don't watch movies, fam. He don't watch it with us, so he don't have to review it with us, fam. Man's out here carrying a workload, fam. It's mad.
Alright, so Idris, obviously they're bringing another.
That's what I'm excited about.
That's what man's excited about, and obviously we've seen Idris has that personality that man can go on about as a villain. Already, like Luther, for example, he's not really a hero.
Exactly.
He's more like anti-hero.
Man's
already at that borderline villain, innit?
Nah, fam, you just love saying the word anti-hero. Man ain't no anti-hero, fam. In Luther, he's a police officer, fam, doing the right thing, fam.
Going rogue. Man goes against.
That's the only way to get the mission done, innit? If you call back up, it would have been a mad thing for everyone, innit? He did the right thing, fam. He's a good cop, fam. Man ain't no anti-hero. Fam.
Man's a good cop.
Allow it, fam.
You know what?
Allow it. Man's doing the right thing in
doing the right thing, but
nah. If you want to talk about him being a villain in Star Trek, I thought he was bad. Star Trek Beyond, obviously, he plays the main villain. Spoiler alert, if you ain't seen it. But I thought like he's sick in that. He's got the demeanor to be a good villain and all that stuff. That's not the issue, innit? My issue is just this movie's gonna be dead, innit?
It's gonna be an action movie, man. It's like,
fam, one thing that does concern me. So obviously, Jason Tatum is known for fighting scenes, brute scenes. Obviously, The Rock is not shy of that as well. But Idris, like in that,
Bro, what are you talking about? Idris fights, fam.
Like,
what was that movie? He did one movie.
Which one?
He did one movie. I can't remember the action one where he's jumping off buildings and stuff like that, fam.
did we watch it together? Where he's going solo in some next country.
Yeah, fam. Yeah.
What movie is this?
Bruv, and he does all the action, bruv. Idris is about this life, fam.
What's this? Wait. So you man went to watch an Idris movie? Wow.
Nah, this one
was on Netflix.
I don't think this was in the cinema.
Yeah, Netflix.
Definitely on Netflix.
I don't get why it was Netflix or not, fam. This man just out here making side plans, yeah?
Bro,
I want to know what the name is. This on Netflix? I want to watch this, bro.
You don't want to watch it. You don't.
No, I definitely want to watch it, bro. You know what I mean? But I can't see Idris. I mean, especially when he's going against them too.
Bastille Day.
Oh, Bastille Day. Yeah, I did watch that.
Bastille Day.
Oh, see, but yeah, I did watch that.
Bro,
I did watch that.
It's fine and that's calm. Like that's a
Yeah, but
action
it's
movie.
not. Yeah, but look who he's going up against, bro.
Fam.
I think it's just a bit too much for him.
Nah.
Like that level.
Man can carry himself, innit? And he'll make
He
you
just
do
is
dumb.
6'5", bruv, man. Spazzy bruv.
he
You
can make
bang
his-
up Jason Statham, fam. Shut up.
He
man.
needs both of these guys to take him down. That's how bad it is.
Exactly,
If they're
fam.
separated, it's a done deal for
Bro,
both of
you're
them,
being
innit?
The Rock, fam.
Even the Rock, fam.
You're being mad disrespectful. Idris from the ends, you know. Bro, I'll get mad, you know.
What can the Rock do?
Idris from round the corner, fam.
What can
Wow.
Jason do, fam?
Idris about to have both these, man. I bet you in the first fight, he beats out both of these, man.
That's it.
I'm putting it now, bro. I'll put a bet on that, fam.
That's it.
His first encounter with each of them, I bet you bangs both
So
of them.
man's
fam.
Thanos now, yeah?
Straight like that, fam. You better get the
Who's
gauntlet,
Josh?
fam.
Who's
Bro.
Josh? Idris.
Oh, I can't. That's it. Look, I have nothing else to say to you, man, about this shit. Like, it's
Bro,
about-
man's hound out, fam. Are you mad, bro? Shut up.
But all he does is opens and closes the thing, bro.
Fam, nah, see, nah. Bruv, nah, you're mad.
No!
You're mad.
Can't believe you said that.
Man's out here shanking, man, bro. Man takes down the whole spaceship with a knife, fam. You don't remember that in 4-2, fam. Bro, he
Man's
does.
talking about respect, man. Look what he's quoting, fam. Taking out the shit with a shank. Come on, man. That's how you know man's from Canning Town, you know. It's a madness.
Oh my
fam.
word, that
It's a
happened,
madness.
fam. It's mad.
It's
Oh, it's
a
gonna be
madness.
hard.
Oh, gee, I
Alright,
can't
cool.
take
Look,
this, fam.
last few words about this, innit? Like,
I'm excited, basically. Like, Idris, The Rock, Jason, one movie, I'm good. Bring it.
Bro,
it's about this, about. Look, man.
buy a man some beer at the movies, innit? 'Cause that one's gonna be a wash, fam.
All right, cool. Look, man, we're getting to that time towards the end of the podcast, but obviously it's not the end until we drop the fire semi. And obviously, summertime and Ant-Man and the Wasp has been released in the US for, when did they get dropped? Like a few days ago?
6th of July?
3 days ago.
Yeah, 3 days ago it was dropped, and the public was quite confused over here in the UK, not just in the UK, but in Europe as well. Why don't we have Ant-Man? Do you guys want to answer that question? Why we don't have
Because of the
Ant-
World Cup!
Because, no, fam, it's not because we're bringing it home, fam. You know what I'm saying? Like, everything, listen, timeline, it's all distorted, isn't it? Yeah, so basically, yes, the World Cup, because of World Cup, I don't know who, somewhere in Marvel Studios, or whether it's Mickey Mouse, whether it's Kevin Feige, I don't know who is responsible, said, yo, you man, chill, you're going to get this movie a month later in August, alright, because of the World Cup. And people, obviously not just us at the Cyber Nerds, but a lot of people, a lot of fans in the UK were not happy about it, and to the point that what did they do? They signed a petition to, again, petition these days. You know, it's easy to just go on a website and ask for a petition, and yeah, man, they signed a petition to release the team. Now, let me get to Joe, because when we heard of these news, Joe was just going on a madness in it. So, Joe, let the world know how you feel, fam. Don't hold back, innit? Don't hold back. Don't hold back, fam. In the words of Dizzy Rascal, don't hold back.
Yo, turn my headphones up.
Yo.
Alright, do you know what, yeah? This is mad. So since my last rant on Nerd Banter, I had to go do some research in it.
Yeah.
So basically, Ant-Man, the original Ant-Man, was the lowest grossing MCU movie in the UK. So they were like, whoa, this is Ant-Man 2. To avoid that, let's push the movie back so it's not during the group stages of the World Cup. Because in the group stages of the World Cup, everyone's playing everyone.
So you got 3 matches a day.
Yeah, so we don't want to get caught up in this hype, yeah? But then, yeah, obviously they didn't take into consideration that they just dropped Infinity War a month ago, innit? So all the hype for this movie off the back of Infinity War, I feel like would have blown the box office doors off even during the World Cup. Do you know what I'm saying?
I gotta agree with that.
But now what they've done here is divided our audience by, like, the movie's been out in America for 3 days, yeah? Spoiler reviews are out. Everyone knows what's going on. It's all over the internet. Do you know what I'm saying? It's still not coming out in the UK until the 3rd of August.
Martin.
The 3rd of August. That's a full month. Now, by the time we get to the 3rd of August, you've now put yourself in the same position you was with the first Ant-Man. Because everyone in the UK who was really, really excited to watch this movie has probably watched the review, watched the spoiler review, been spoiled on Twitter, Instagram, or social media, because you know what it's like these days.
Once or twice on that.
Do you know what I'm saying? So how do you, like, in 2018, how do you think we're supposed to avoid everything if you're excited about these things? I'm not talking about casual audiences. I'm talking about people who are really excited. How are we supposed to avoid all of that? It's silly, fam. It's dumb. It's madness, bruv. So basically, I feel like what's going to happen is Ant-Man and the Wasp is going to come out and it's going to be the new lowest grossing. I feel like it's going to gross less than the original Ant-Man here when it comes out, because you can know, like, by the time it comes out here, you could probably get a pretty decent pirate copy. Do you know what I'm saying? Disclaimer, the Cybernerds don't pirate anything and we don't promote piracy, but in 2018, that's what's going to happen, innit? So a month later, people are going to be able to pirate it, and who is going to go, like, there's no incentive to go watch the movie because we already all know what happens. So it's a bit of a madness, bro. Like, obviously I'm pissed. As reviewers, as uncertified reviewers, we have to go and watch the movies along with the general public. Do you know what I'm saying? In the UK. So now you're putting us at a disadvantage, and I don't know what I'd want to say. 80% of our audience that's based outside of the UK are coming to us being like, why haven't you done this? Why haven't you know what I'm saying? Like, it affects man on so many levels. It's mad. If we didn't run a YouTube channel, I might be less pissed off, innit? Do you know what I'm saying? But I'd still be mad as a Marvel fan.
Oh, I'll still be pissed off.
Get me? Like, you are treating us like second-class citizens, innit? Not everyone watches the World Cup, and more than not, fam. If you're heavily into the World Cup, you probably don't care about Ant-Man and the Wasp anyway.
Man,
do you know what I'm saying,
right
fam?
now, because
do you know what I'm saying, fam?
Like, the correlation doesn't make any sense.
Bruv, do you know what I'm saying? Like, the kids whose dad was in the pub watching the World Cup ain't the kids, ain't the dads in the comic book shop with their kids. Like, these are two vastly different audiences, fam. And you, man, have got all these people, analysts and all this stuff. You, man, should know this. Like, it makes me mad, bruv. It makes me mad. And do you know what's even worse about this year? In fact, there's one saving grace for me is, sorry, my rant's coming to an end soon. The one saving grace for me is, it's Ant-Man. And I don't, like, Ant-Man is marginally more important to me than the Guardians of the Galaxy. Marginally. Do you know what I'm saying? So I don't really care. But it hurts me because you managed to set up so much stuff with Infinity War. Like, fam, you're supposed to come off the back of that strong, fam. You're disrespecting, man, innit? Get me? Wow. Disney. Mickey. Minnie. You man are disrespecting man right now.
You said Minnie, you know.
Bro, because sometimes you got to talk to the wife, innit? Get me? Sometimes the man don't want to listen, innit? Get me?
My only question to that is that, so if the US was made the World Cup, then would they have moved the whole thing to August?
Oh, see. Don't even get... Do you know what, yeah? What's crazy to me is the decision for this to be moved happened in November, fam. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, the date was there. We had it the same time, fam. And then someone, like, what was you doing? Like, someone was like, oh... Like, I feel like someone checked the Google calendar and was like, oh, the World Cup's on. We got to move this. You're an idiot. Do you know what I'm saying? You're an idiot. You should get fired. But, yeah, it's mad.
Like, I still don't get the correlation, because Joe put the nail on the head, like, there's going to be guys in the pub watching the movie, and then there's going to be guys in the cinema regardless. And even in the cinema, there are times. There is the morning, the afternoon, the evening, there's midnight showings, like, throughout the whole month. And the way Marvel does it, they go on for, what, 3 months? 3 months?
Do you know what I'm saying?
It's unstoppable. Like,
8 to 12 weeks, fam.
And there you go. Like, and even if you plan it for the group stages, then plan it for the group stages. Why are we been moved to August?
That's a whole month.
Thank you, a whole month.
And
makes little sense.
Makes no. I mean, that's, to me, I don't think that's an excuse. I think someone messed up. There's a black. backlash, and they're coming up with this excuse,
Bro.
because it makes no sense. Look, like you mentioned, coming back off Infinity War, you know what I'm saying? The group stages only last what? 2 weeks.
Yeah, 2 weeks.
2 weeks, and that was time ago.
Fam.
We're already in semi-finals. What are we talking about right now?
Fam. It
Like,
makes no sense.
When it came out, people were fighting for the semi-finals. So even if you give like a week later, now people are in the finals. There's 2 teams fighting. Now we only have 4 teams fighting for the World Cup. What are you talking about?
At one day, at one time.
One day, one time, bro.
Fam.
What are we talking? Oh, so you're telling me I'm celebrating? Well, I guess because England, you know, the way this England fanboys been going mad on these streets, I guess they would be partying the whole time. That's what they've been doing. But you wouldn't have known that. You can't tell the future. So someone messed up and they're going to pay dearly because guess what? Like Joe said, this is going to be a worse. Because by then, no one cares.
Bro.
No one cares, bro.
Unless someone does the future.
England wins, definitely.
If
Well, we're winning it. We're bringing it home. Sorry, my bad.
That's
I forgot where I was, innit? I forgot. I'm sorry. It's a write-off. It's a write-off, innit? You might not making ones.
I was going to say, that I think Doctor Strange went into the future, saw the time, it was like, England's bringing it home, so let's move the Ant-Man to August. That's the only thing I can think of. Apart from that, there's no excuse in it. Sorry.
Bro, why not move it the other direction?
Before the World Cup.
Bruv, why not release it a week or 2 weeks earlier here, fam?
Bruv.
They've done that before.
Yep.
Do you know what I'm saying? It doesn't make sense to me, fam.
Bruv, someone
It don't make sense
messed
to
up, and that's just an excuse.
Oh.
They're just trying to use the World Cup as a scapegoat.
Fam, they could have dropped it this weekend, fam. Do you know what I'm saying? They could have dropped the movie this weekend. All the semi-final matches are on what? Wednesday.
Yep.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And then the next games are on what? Like Saturday.
Saturday,
Bruv,
Sunday,
and the next thing is, this is a free event, you know? Like, World Cup games you can watch at home. Like,
Free
how
with
does
all
that
that stuff.
How does that stop you from going to the movies, fam? I don't it's mad to me, innit? And look, bruv, it's mad to me. I'm out here sweating. But yeah, man. This is the first time I'm like, yo, you man should really do a petition in it. But it's too late now, isn't it? It's too late now. All they would have had to do was do a poll on their website. Do you know what I'm saying? And ask us.
How many guys you wanted moved?
I don't even think that you should have come down to the poll or anything like that. You should know. You should by now, especially Marvel. You know your audience. You know where you're coming back. You know the success you've been having. Come on, how many movies have you got in the billions right now? Is it 3 movies?
See, do you know what? See, I don't even want to get into that as well because these man, Disney or Marvel, whatever, they've made so much money off their movies anyway. Even if they dropped it the same time worldwide and it took a loss, bruv.
Doesn't matter.
You know what I'm saying?
It's
That's a
a
tax
win.
write-off. Are we being serious?
Doesn't matter.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, you man, like these lot took the piss.
I can't.
You took the
literally
piss on
see
all fronts, fam.
a
Because you
feasible
don't need the
reason.
money. Do you know what I'm saying? You've just hurted
Man,
us.
you don't need money, fam.
You man don't need the money, fam. You're
Don't
still
need money,
cashing Lion King checks, bruv. But man's out here holding back Ant-Man and the Wasp, fam.
That just brings me to the same point. So isn't Incredibles already out in America?
Oh my word.
So
Yeah.
why has that been? Because I know we missed out on. You know, this dude like special screenings at Cineworld.
Yeah.
So you know they did the special screen. They didn't tell anyone what it was, but
Right.
the special screening was Incredibles when it was released the same time as America.
Really? What?
Yeah,
Hey,
yeah.
SeaWorld?
Yeah.
They usually tell us.
Yeah, but they do secret ones as
Yeah,
well.
secret ones.
Yeah, but I ain't heard. I ain't got. Well, maybe I missed the email, but usually I think I had like a secret one in months.
I swear they do it every month, don't it?
No, maybe like I said,
Yeah.
maybe I missed it.
Okay.
You know what I mean? But that I can remember. It's been a while since I actually opened up an email. It was like, oh, it's a secret one.
So yeah, so the last secret one, I'm pretty sure that was in June, was Incredibles 2. The same
Yeah,
time
June
we got-
15th.
There you go. So it's kind of crazy now how that's been moved as well, all the way to the end of this Friday this
It's
week.
this week, yeah.
So like, I don't know what's going on. Like, I don't know why we're getting the same treatment as that. Like that's in June, we're getting July. They're getting Madman in July. We're getting August. Like big movie, big heavy hitters.
I don't know, man. I don't know what's going on, but someone definitely effed up.
It's not the World Cup, that's for
And
sure.
maybe the man are pissed off, innit? Because the man never made it to the World Cup, innit? Maybe they never made it to the competition, so they're just
Hey,
trying to
don't blame the team.
And you know,
Don't blame
the man
the nation.
bringing it home,
You're
innit?
not bringing it home, but
You know what I'm saying? Maybe that's why, like, oh, you know,
that's like saying we
didn't
do
rate-
American football, innit? Like, get better at soccer, innit? If anything. But
man said soccer, you know. Soccer.
That's what they call it, isn't it?
It's mad. Look, guys, whether you're in the UK, whether in the US, Brazil, Canada, Australia, France, Spain, wherever you are, South
Abu
Africa,
Dhabi.
Nigeria, Cape
Hey.
Verde, let us know what you think if this was a right move for us. Is it fair? Is it not fair? Do you agree with their move? Do you think someone messed up? Now, this is the end of the podcast where we talk about all other things cyber nerds. Alright, so right now I want to plug in. I got to do a bit of plugging right now. So guys, if you want to keep helping and supporting the cause, the TCN fam, head over to patreon.com/the cyber nerds. Help us out, whether it's $1, a penny, $10, $100, whatever you want. Okay, help us support the cause so you guys can get more rants from Joe, more popcorn flicks from Sam, and more Snapchats from me, because I stay plugged in the Snapchat. And by the way, shout out to you, man, who have been plugging in into Snapchat, sending messages. I don't know about you guys, but have you guys been getting like messages from our guys, from our fan? I stay getting messages, man. Like I think someone, I can't remember the name, but shout out to you, because we was talking about getting the Nintendo Switch.
Ah, okay.
And someone hit me up. It's like, yo, I saw your what's it, Nerd Banter.
Yeah.
If you need, I can get you discounted. And I was like, what? I was like, I appreciate that. So we do appreciate all of you guys out there that's always trying to make us better, trying to help us out, save us some ones, because obviously it's hard times out here. You see me? London's not a cheap city. And stay locked into our website. Our website is being updated, so it shouldn't be long, where you can come in, do all sorts of madness with the fam, and pretty much it. I'm Raven, your GS.
I'm Sam, Mr. Blitz Tech.
And I'm Joe, 1/3 of the Cyber Nerds.
And they'll catch you guys on any other Cyber Nerds show.
Peace.
Light up.